Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I have another very interesting game for you from 2018 Batumi Chess Olympiad. In round 9 the women's team of Azerbaijan faced the team of Ukraine, and now let's have a look at a game played between Gunay Mammadzada and Muzychuk. Mammadzada started the game with e4 and e5 by Muzychuk. Knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. We see the Spanish game a6, bishop a4, knight f6. White castles kingside, bishop e7. Black goes for the closed variations, rook e1, b5, bishop b3. Black castles kingside. Here the most popular move is c3, but in the game we see d4. Here black's most popular response is d6, but black captured on d4. This is a line which Levon Aronian was also choosing sometimes. Knight takes d4, e takes d4, e5, knight e8, c3. Of course white could also capture on d4 and then bishop f4, but in the game we see c3. This is a theory seen many times. c5, c takes d4, c4, bishop c2, now comes d5. Black is opening up her bishop's diagonal and is stopping white pawn's further advancement. Knight c3, knight c7, a3, a5. Black is preparing b4. Now comes queen h5. Already white is creating a direct mating threat. g6, queen h6, rook a6, bishop e3. Now if we have a look at the position, the queen on h6 is somewhat misplaced, and Muzychuk will start exploiting that fact. f5 is on the board, g3, and a strong move by Muzychuk, f4. This is the start of a wonderful plan, the idea of which is to trap white queen. Bishop takes f4 and knight e6. Already white has to be very careful. With his last move, black is no longer protecting the pawn on b5, and now if, for example, knight takes b5, then black can go for rook takes f4 and then bishop f8. If you play queen h3, then knight takes d4 and white is in trouble. In the game after knight e6, we see bishop e3. Knight g5 and e6, a desperate attempt, and actually already white is in trouble. Here comes rook takes e6, knight takes b5, and another powerful move by Muzychuk, rook takes e3. She's removing the bishop, which was covering the g5 square, and already white queen is in trouble. Rook takes e3, now comes knight h3 check, after which black bishop is jumping on g5 square and white queen is trapped. Queen takes f8, queen takes f8. And now if we have a look at the position, black is simply a piece up and white has no chance to survive. Right now the rook and the pawn are hanging. That's why f4 was played, bishop f6, king g2, bishop d7, bishop a4 and g5. Black wants to destroy white's king side. f5, right now the knight on h3 is hanging, g4. Of course bishop takes f5 is also playable, but g4 is very strong. Knight c3, we see the exchange of light squared bishops on a4 and the pawn on d4 also drops. Rook e2, queen takes f5, rook f1, and in this position Muzychuk made a move and white resigned. Can you find her next move? Ready? Of course this simple queen d7 also allows black to maintain winning chances, but queen f3, which was played on the board, just leaves white no chance to survive. With this move black is forcing white to go for simplifications, and after winning the rook on e2 there is not much white can do. The game is over. That's why after this devastating queen f3 check Mammadzada resigned. A very instructive game by Muzychuk. First she successfully managed to exploit the fact that the queen on h6 was misplaced, and then with this beautiful queen f3 move forced her opponent to resign. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. For more games consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the next video.